We back. We're just chilling and chatting, guys. Spectre Dez back. What up? Merry Christmas. We just chilling. I had a pretty long stream there. I didn't realize it was that long. Day Night OG, what up? Mr. Black. We're just chilling. I was kind of. I started singing the MC Frosty songs, and it just reconnected me with MC Frosty, and I just started talking about how my life has been changing, and this 2025 year is because I want this, is going to be a unique year for me, because I'm going to try and build something financially. But I was also getting into how this live streaming gig, the full-time live streaming gig, with 40 hours a week at least or more. Okay. It's a very self-oriented lifestyle, and it is not reality. It's not the real world. Nothing with a camera, except very little with a camera is like real world. But the goals of 2025. Anyways, the point I was making is that I think what eventually will happen to most full-time streamers is you probably end up feeling lonely. And I would have to guess that due to the disconnection with the real world that this job, that this livelihood does, it probably creates a low level of depression. And some people think that all the money they're making will solve that depression, but I don't believe so. End of 11. What up? The Ariana situation, that was something I purposely put into the show to make myself look pathetic. And when I proposed the idea of running a dono goal for the Skype, I didn't actually expect to hit it. And the initial reaction from when I first brought it up was awesome. You guys, that was like just the fact that I was going to do that. Okay. You guys all wanted to share your opinion on that. And it wasn't like supportive. Like, there was very little support. The people who were supportive were kind of like, oh, gets to live out his fantasy or a fantasy or whatever at the time. That was cool. But most people were like, you're a fucking idiot for wanting to spend that kind of cash. You're fucking pathetic for doing that through OnlyFans. And so that hit a lot of the check marks of MC Frosty and how I wanted you guys to think of me. You know what I mean? The fact you're still talking about it, unknown, means that I won. Okay, because the biggest win in this game, in this live streaming game, is engaging you guys. Okay, doing something that you guys are interested in, that sticks with you, whether it's good or bad. Something that if I did something that you haven't forgotten yet, and as a streamer, that's like that's like the pinnacle of entertainment value, bro. Doing something that people don't forget. You know what I mean? Like, and my intention wasn't to, I didn't know how that was going to play out for sure, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter because just proposing it was enough. Was enough. And like, let's say I hadn't established myself as a crazy motherfucker already. Let's say I came out with that my first week of streaming. You know what I mean? That would probably lose me viewers. That would be like, look at this fucking guy. He's trying to use streaming as a way to fucking jerk off to a fucking porn star. I don't give a fuck about this guy. But no. The only way that worked is that I already established myself. And because I know the table image that I've created, you guys ain't watching me to like I haven't tried to look good at all. I haven't tried to win. When I was doing that MC Frosty shit, I wasn't trying to win. Okay? But dude, the fact you're still watching me, okay? I haven't lost at anything. You didn't even stop watching when I was playing full-time Tetris, bro. You still came back. None of this has been an L. If anything, the show has continued to grow. But it is not compatible. It is not compatible. And I know things that I can do to make it grow. But this show is not compatible with the real world and relationships in the real world. It's not. I'm just saying from experience. And I've done my job here, guys. This has been a job. This has been my livelihood. I've done my job. I've no idea who the fuck you guys are, but I know I've done a good job with more people than I would have had access to. Like my original plan to do live shows and tour. I'm not good enough for that. I'm a meme. I'm an internet meme guy, basically. You know what I mean? But that doesn't translate that well because I could, and I did like build up all my songs. You know what I mean? I can sit here and explain why I wrote a song or write a song with you guys and you guys have your input. You know what I mean? You guys know and want to know what the fuck is going on with my songs. But when I'm on stage and I'm singing about my dick and all this shit, like in the real world, people want you to look good. You know what I mean? Like CKY, their early days. Like for the people in the room doing those, when they're doing those stunts, especially if if you in the public, like people are like, that's not cool. That's not good. But when you translate it to a fucking videotape or DVD, it's gold. Here goes Suze. Come TV. I don't know. The viewers are lonely. Well, yeah, I know that. I not that you're lonely, not that you're lonely, but you're addicted to the internet. You're addicted to the internet. So again, I know I'm not a bad person, and I know you guys can detect bad people. You know what I'm saying? So it was interesting because I didn't expect to attract people to the MC Frosty brand, but but because of Facebook ads and like if I had to, I would have ran YouTube ads, whatever. I had the means and the ability to force my content onto people's screens to give them the option to click it. So then it becomes a matter of creating clickable material. And I have a knack for doing things that people will click on and saying things and knowing who to show it to. I didn't always know I had a knack for it. But it started out with me writing a song called I Like Meth and marketing it strictly to fans of Breaking Bad. And it worked. Now, did it attract the attention of a record label? No. In terms of the Facebook ad, it always attracted people supporting meth or against meth. Meth is divisive topics. Divisive topics are gold for clickbait. Whatever. I'm honest, bruh. I'm honest. I'm probably too honest in real life. You know what I mean? I don't fear the consequence of a lie. I mean, I don't fear the consequence of you not liking the truth, of someone not liking the truth. I'm honest, but I'm also exaggerated. No, I'm not an honest liar. I for the longest time, I viewed as myself as MC Frosty, the character. You know what I mean? So it wasn't an exact representation of me, but it was an exaggeration. But like I was doing this for a purpose. You know what I mean? But I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I turned out enjoyed it. But I'm just saying, hopefully you guys, hopefully the, you know, I mean, hopefully these last few years, you can draw some inspiration from it, because you guys have seen me at my bottom, emotionally and financially. But you guys have also, like, supported me financially, and it had, like, made my life way more comfortable. That was crazy too. Am I gonna marry heartbeats? Probably. I wouldn't say I'm at the bottom right now. Um, I feel so fortunate to have been able to do something that I truly wanted to do in this life. And I don't feel that I failed at MC Frosty. How long did you guys really expect me to go with that shit? You know what I mean? Like, I doubt there's many of you who are like showing me to all your friends and family, if you have them, like, hey, check this guy out. He's really honest. He's probably the most honest streamer I know. And tonight he's having a Speedo stream on shrooms. Make sure to check that out, Dad. That's the problem with MC Frosty, with this whole idea. And the truth is, I did not expect to get famous. Like, we well exceeded any level of visibility or fans or loyalty, like, or income. We well exceeded my expectations. Okay. Okay. Like, was more expecting people to block me. You know what I mean? And then, get ads from a different account of mine or something, that they didn't block. Like, how the fuck is this guy still getting on my computer screen? But then it turns out you guys willingly wanted to watch me. And big thanks to the IP2 network for that. Big thanks to Landon. You know what I mean? I did what I'm good at. I improved. I still suck at IRL, but that's because I'm a nice person. Tony McCrank, Merry Xmas, and a happy belated birthday, Alex. What up? No, the startup season is next year. The next thing on the agenda is driver's ed. It's like 700, so I got to sign up for that. Startup season is like February ish. And then once I'm done driver's ed, I can get my license April 29th. Yeah. You know what, guys? I'm sorry that my IRL sucked, but treating people nicely in real life is important. Like, not being a menace or or a bother to people in public. So that was more important to me than delivering you guys asshole IRL. But I tried to go different places, and if people decide to come on the screen, I tried to deliver, but not be a burden. Yeah. And that's just who I am. So, but I think I think like, the arcs and the storylines that have been brought on this show, I think those are solid. You know what I mean? And I was able to produce that by, let's just say, interweaving my real life in with the MC Frosty show, certain aspects. And making a story out of it. You know what I mean? I'm a living legend. No, I'm just I'm proud of my work. I'm proud of my work. Tell you guys the truth. Like I said, how long was it supposed to go? What I learned though, guys, is that love is more important than it all. Than it all. Okay? And I got a good one, guys. I got a good one. I'm like really confident. I got a good one. And what I mean by good one is a woman I can trust, a woman that like is loyal, and someone who I believe like loves me. I got a good one, guys. No, I'm not high. Well, a little bit of weed, but so I've had two other relationships in my adult life. Okay, all right, and the previous one with my baby mama, when there was love there, it was good. But I was high on cocaine the entire time. Again. That's a situation. It's a very self-oriented situation. And that also detaches you from reality. Addiction to substances detaches you from reality, which makes it nearly impossible to maintain or to develop and maintain a healthy, real relationship when you're high on anything daily. Even in some cases, weed. I will say that. And I can say that because I've been fucking sober during the weeks when I was working on weed, from weed, and I felt good. I felt I could be a better person. And also I got a lot higher when I did smoke. But anyway, I'm just saying. And this relationship, not that I was addicted, but I was fucking high on MC Frosty. And it was taking all of my mental energy. I had trouble adjusting to the real world when living out with her. You know what I mean? And couldn't do it. But and I'm saying that this is what I've been saying. This streaming gig, okay? Desktop streaming, like maybe not so much IRL, but to a degree. But desktop streaming full time, okay? With it's just you on your show, that detaches the streamer from reality, just as a drug would do, because it's such a self-oriented thing. Okay, all right, it's a self-oriented thing. Anything self-oriented, you're focused on yourself, not anything else. You know what I mean? And that inhibits real world progress. the money from streaming can be real. Okay. You know what I mean? But it's hilarious. You guys find it weird? Do you guys find this weird? Like a streamer, you know, they put in 40, 60 hours a week on their desktop, doing whatever. They get a lot of subscribers, you know, they start making money. Okay. They buy a mansion. Okay. Okay. But they're still spending 40 to 60 hours a week in that one spot, in that one room. Just saying. Just saying. I lost. I did not lose. I did not lose the war. I lost many battles throughout this MC Frosty shit. You know, not everything went as planned. Not everything was good. But shit happened here and there. Shit happened here and there. And like, I didn't plan the outcomes. You know what I mean? And I didn't fucking mace anybody. You know what I mean? Who's that? Edgar Camacho. No, it's been fun, but I'm just saying, guys, it's crazy. It's not crazy, but like I said, I got a real good taste of real world this year after being this MC Frosty for like 4 years live streaming consistently over a video per day. You know what I mean? And usually the only times I did new streams is just because it was too long. But it fucking detached me from all my real world relationships. You know what I mean? I was cool with I Smoke a lot because I live with them. You know what I mean? None of my other friends wanted to come on stream. Really? A few here and there, but... And, I mean, we developed a form of a relationship. I'm happy. I think I kept up my end. I think I kept up my end of the relationship. I don't feel I let you guys down. I'm probably letting you down a little bit by stepping away from it. But guys, we can't take what's happened for granted. You know what I mean? We gotta appreciate that it even fucking happened, bro. Because, you know what I mean? If Landon never would have brought me into, you know, invited me on his show, okay? If he never would have invited me, okay? Which actually could have happened because we didn't talk for a while. But because I invited him to a live MC Frosty show, we started talking again. We just let bygones be bygones. And then he eventually invited me as MC Frosty because of MC Frosty, because he knew I was crazy. And then we started this ride. The pandemic. If that pandemic didn't come, it would have been difficult for me to logically decide to do full-time live streaming. Because when that happened, I was maybe making like $50 to $100 a month in donations. Okay. But then the pandemic came and I qualified for the pandemic money. Because at that point, I'd only been on welfare for like 6 months. First time in my life. And a little bit of money was coming in from MC Frosty, and I was on welfare. But I probably would have decided to get a job at some point. Just saying. Pandemic came, income went up to 2,000. I was able to, and nobody's hiring because businesses are shut down. So, okay. So I went for it, guys. I went for it. And you guys witnessed the processes of continuous improvement in action. Okay. I developed my IRL with crazy equipment at first. You know what I mean? I graduated from doing like smaller stunts to like bigger stunts. And like culminated with fucking running for mayor, bro, while on welfare. And then culminated even further by falling in love, which was actually, again, I can only learn from experience. But having done it, it made me, fulfilled. But finding someone that I actually get along with, that I'm attracted to, that I like, and that I respect, okay, and I actually love, okay, like, just saying, I'm sure having that and nurturing that is worth it's just a higher level of fulfillment. You know what I mean? And straight up, like, if I wasn't getting enough income for me to believe that I can support a relationship, like I can be the man in the relationship, the provider, I'm pretty confident I can. We probably wouldn't have got back together. I wouldn't have been confident enough to come back, to try and get her back. You know what I mean? I would have been like, no. Kaizen. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. But I also, like, I learn from my mistakes. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. That's what like I'm willing to bet Neon and Sam Frank probably have the worst, like, I think they're dating or whatever. They're both streamers. I bet you that they have a horrible personal connection. I'm cringe. Merry Christmas, by the way, guys. P2 Wiki. Oh, there, Alexandra. And you're right. Sometimes you don't realize how successful you are until you look back at accomplishments and how you were received. I consider this MC Frosty venture and live streaming and music, and at least I tried to do live shows. Okay, like, you know what I mean. I market tested my my live show ability. I at least I consider it a success. And that's by my metrics. And I had low standards. I had low expectations because I didn't want people to. I didn't believe people. I was putting out garbage. Like, it's like songs about jerking my dick and like videos with me shaking my hips in like dirty tighty whities and songs about meth and shit like that. But my satisfaction from that, what happened was that they were getting views. So I was like, oh shit, I know what I'm doing. Okay. And then from that, I was like, that's 14,000 people that I got. You know what I mean? And like, whatever. But, no. And I was saying this earlier, that if live streaming was in my original, when I decided to be like, yo, I'm giving my all to MC Frosty. I'm quitting selling weed. I'm going on welfare and using their self-employment fucking service, like help. You know what I mean? My original plan was to do live shows, but then thanks to Landon, he brought me into this. And I recognized that you guys were interested in me. I recognized that. But I took my time, and then I was, my early streams are horrible, but I was really high. But yeah, I slowly improved it. Yeah. And then the fucking pandemic came. And IP2 network, they really helped me. But I feel I earned it. Smoking meth on stream, fucking earned it. But the proof is that there are people out there in this world who have chosen to spend their time following me, supporting for years, guys. For years. Financial or not. You know what I mean? Like, imagine entertaining someone for years, bro. That's like a good job. That's good. Because when you didn't expect anybody should be consuming your shit, you're making songs in one day, bro. You know what I mean? And you're calling yourself a fucking music producer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm more of a fucking insult to the music industry. And I'm putting my shit out there. What you guys may not realize, though, is that the reason that I decided to start making quick music, okay? This was like after my like third or fourth album in 2018, so around May. Or was it 2019? I think it was 2018. That's when I got into Tune. So they paid you in cryptocurrency for every second that someone listened to your song. So when I got hooked on that, I was like just putting out music and like that shit that people would click on. But anyway, no, this live stream gig, and I'm just saying what I've learned, guys. Maybe not everybody's like that, but living in this world, this self-oriented live streamer world, okay? Like, it's not like a regular job. It's not like a regular job, because a regular job, all you got to worry about is your supervisor and maybe like a few coworkers, okay? Depending on what kind of team you're on. That's all you got to worry about, okay? My job, like rarely in a real employment situation do you have to care what 14 people are think about you. You know what I mean? Now, I don't have the biggest numbers tonight in streaming, okay? But I'm pretty sure you 14 people are fucking listening to me because this number hasn't changed for a while. You know what I mean? 15. BK Joe, I'm not self-validating. I'm explaining what I've learned as actually a pretty normal person, guys. Okay, maybe a little too much drugs in my past there, but you know, I mean, fairly normy aside from the drugs. You know what I mean? I used to be one of those guys, have like poker night with the boys. You know what I mean? You know, go to the movies, fucking party on the weekends. You know, that's my early 20s. But I was also a drug dealer, which is a self-oriented lifestyle as well. But okay, aside from the drugs, I felt like a normal person. Okay, maybe I wasn't normal. Never mind. But this live streaming shit, no. No. In a way, because the reason, my motive for doing this is to entertain other people. It's not self-oriented, but I'm just saying the environment and the amount of time of being at this specific type of live streaming. Okay, it is a detachment from the real world. I'm saying that. Okay, it's got to be obvious. Okay, it is like antisocial to the real world. Okay, there is not much benefit to my circle of my around me in my real life. There's not much benefit for me spending hours entertaining you guys. Okay. Now, am I just speaking for myself? Is it antisocial? I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. Like, how many live streamers, desktop streamers, stream from within their house? Of course they do. Of course they do. They save the overhead of running actual business. But from my experience, it's reclusive. It's reclusive behavior. Now, so is playing a video game all the time. Playing video games, you don't be streaming. Reclusive as well. But the difference is you're working when you're a live streamer. If a live streamer doesn't realize that, well, you're working, but I mean, yes, you could do it for fun. Okay, you could just do it for fun. I'm sure lots of them do. But why are you turning the camera on? Let's say you're a gamer and you're a live streamer. Why are you turning the camera on to show people? Like, you're working like a basketball player is working. Yeah, they're playing a game that they love and is fun. You know, and they're good at it. But it's still work. Professional sports. And I think it's important to um, keep your home and work separate as possible. Now, I grew up in I grew up in a house that we had a home business. It wasn't that cool. I know a lot of people work from home, but most other jobs don't revolve around you. This is what I'm saying. This is why it's reclusive. Because I don't know. Numerous types of home businesses, okay? You're like directly dealing with clients or whatever, doing your job. But you're like generally in business, it's not anonymous. Like, you know who your clients are. You know who your clients are. You know what I mean? In this job, you do not know who your clients are. It's part of the gig. Now, that like again, that's not like real world shit. So, in terms of the reclusive aspect like with every streamer, I know you're all here for me, right? I'm here for you, but you only come back because you know you can get what you want out of your time that you're spending. Self isolating. I just no, it's life is crazy. Life is crazy, guys. Like, what? But next year is something new for me. Okay? Building something real with finances in mind. Like, like seeking the reward that good financial, by my standards. I'm saying like average Canadian salary, okay? Which is 65 grand a year. I'm going to try and make 65 next year, okay? I think we'll see. I'm so addicted to the clout. Um, Not even. Dude, I got my stent out today. I'm not in pain. Um, I should go and whatever. I haven't been streaming in a while, but I should probably end it soon. Physically isolating oneself is harmful over a long period of time. Yeah, like, I don't know. To each their own. To each their own, okay? If people want to live isolated, reclusive lives, that's fine. That's fine. But in my experience, that was cool when I was single, okay? And that was cool when like I have minimal real world relations that I needed to maintain. You know what I'm saying? Minimal. Or that I could maintain. But it was like the right circumstances for me to get involved in something like this. But it's if you do, like let's for a second say Nancy couldn't handle the noise I was making, streaming and whatever. Or let's just say she wasn't okay with somebody filming doing drugs in her house, or like normal shit. Let's say maybe she didn't like. Maybe she wasn't cool with macing her roommates or something. Who knows? That would have affected the show. Like most, like when I was recording my music in the early 2018, I had to keep it down because the walls were so thin. My neighbor would fucking get pissed when I started singing. Yeah. Cloud addiction is rampant. Um, what I would get more addicted to is if I knew that my influence as MC Frosty or on this show, if I had like evidence of my influence, like causing positive change in the viewers' lives, that would be a good reason. That would be a good reason to continue doing live streaming. But like that would be addictive, knowing for a fact that you guys weren't just entertained in the moment of the show, that you guys were actually being like, I never want to end up like that guy. I need a fucking better job. Holy fuck. If that guy can get a girlfriend as beautiful as Heartbeats, I definitely can. Maybe I should make the move on someone. You know what I mean? Or like, holy fuck. I better not do meth. You go bald. That would be addictive. But I'm satisfied and confident in knowing that I'm unique enough and shameless enough to be entertaining. I know, and I've always been kind of funny, and I've always had a knack for calling people out on bullshit, which usually disturbs the shit. So I've always been pretty good at being a shit disturber, but not in like a violent manner or an aggressive manner. in a offensive manner, like expressively offensive, whether that's telling someone directly or whether it is complaining about them to someone or whatever. I killed the show. A time when I was chilling with Attila, I didn't kill the show. I was great for it. But dude, I've gotten way more clout than I ever expected I would with MC Frosty. I have, and not for good things. For and like, but what has been a success? What has been a success is knowing what to bring to the table, so that the niche audience base that I've developed will be entertained. And I feel I've done that. I feel I've done that. But we all fucking evolve, man. We all evolve. But like I was saying, even if this brought in 1,000 a week, like my minimum weekly pay, I still wouldn't do it while like I wouldn't do it full time while in a relationship. Because you know what, guys? Like, relationships take work and time. Okay. And even if it's not doing things, okay, you could be thinking about things you could be doing, or, you know what I mean? This mind space is, it's all about me, man. It's all about me. And making sure that your time isn't completely wasted. And like, fuck, man. There's a story from when I started streaming to now, and the impact on my real life that streaming has had. Because most people, all you see them is fucking, you know, sitting in a room playing a video game or whatever. They're not even like telling you their real name or like letting you into, you know, their problems in real life. You know what I mean? Or like whatever. Like their problem is that they're fucking, you know, getting fucking 6th place in Fortnite for the last fucking 10 games or something, you know, and they're not getting enough ammo or something, or fucking, that's their live streaming drama. You know what I mean? They're not like, they're not like they're not writing diss tracks. They're not writing diss tracks on cops who won't charge their sister for punching their eyeball. You know what I mean? Like when that whole situation happened, I knew I had song material. You know what I mean? I knew it. And that beef carried right over until I eventually ran for mayor. That's a story right there. But this show is like, in a way, it is being killed. I'm choosing not to like, it's all about balance, guys. It's all about balance. And like, the things, like the energy to do, to like, to do this show properly, okay, I have to involve whatever real life shit that I experience, okay? Whatever real life shit that I can get myself into, and I got to bring it into the show. Okay? That's been my bread and butter, okay? Whether it's fucking that stupid Ariana Marie shit, or the fucking running for mayor, or the cop shit, or whatever. That's the bread and butter that I've been able to do, is extract some entertainment value from my real life, or get myself into situations that I could involve on the show. But you can't do that. You can't do that, because not like, I don't want to do that in a relationship. I would have, you know what I mean? Like, and I kind of tried that. And no. Maybe other streamers are able to balance or whatever. But I'm saying that my theory is eventually they become detached from reality in the way that they live in a world that, or they work in a world that is only about them, that they control, okay? And they receive success doing. So from that, and they're the decision maker on what happens. So they get the confidence that like, they know what's good for them. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But again, I don't know, man. I the real world is addictive. Like, maybe I'm just lucky though. I honestly, if I wouldn't have gotten this job, I might not feel this way. I might be like I was a month ago, being like, "Oh, I'm super, super, super unhappy," and who knows? Maybe it's addictive. What made MC Frosty or live streaming addictive is that it was like something new. It was something new, something that I controlled, and I was starting at the bottom. So it was like, for someone who enjoys growth and improving things, it was a welcome challenge to develop. To first off, get monetized, get 1,000 subs at the time. That was one of my early targets, and That happened. When I started, I was confident that I was going to be at least mediocre at it, and I already had a foundation, so I was ready to go. But mm, for my situation at the time, it was good. But like my priorities did not involve me maintaining friendships. Like I'm just saying, like after a stream, I wasn't like going on Messenger and like be like, "Hey, bud, how are things?" You know, or like whatever. I was like either going to sleep or like waiting for the next stream. I don't know. I spent a lot of time on camera, but that just wasn't like maybe that's just me. Um, my focus was surviving and being like, oh, okay, well, okay. These people I don't know are generously donating money to me for doing these things. I'm like, logically, if I can improve these things and deliver things that people would like to donate for, maybe I can survive. That's one thing about it. Okay. Like the purpose is, you know, like most of the donations that were donated to me like went back into something to do with the MC Frosty show, whether it was a trip or whatever, or equipment or whatever. So you guys really did support the show. You know, it's crazy. That was that wasn't even a that wasn't even a like a concept when I started MC Frosty doing this. You know, when I decided I never like I thought maybe I might sell some shit on Bandcamp or something, you know, but like but so like that's another thing. It's another thing. Doing the live streaming for financial purposes, right? Like there's no guaranteed income. So it's like when you guys donate, you know that's going to me back in the day. But because my purpose for doing this was to earn extra income so I can like survive a little bit better. I could survive on welfare, but you know, eat a few more meals or do a few more things or whatever, or build the business or whatever. That's the purpose of deriving the income. Right now in my life, okay, I have the desire to be the man in a fucking healthy relationship and provide the best possible life for the people that I care about. Very different life goals than just trying to build your own business or, you know what I mean? So knowing that from my end, that will come through in the things that I decide to do. And it feels like a lot to like rely on the generosity of people to like for me to bank on the generosity of people in order to hit my goal of providing for someone else and myself. So that's like, no. But like this job got me back into the job grind lifestyle. You know what I mean? So, you know, you got to be prepared for the worst. But let's say something happens. I don't pass my certifications. Oh, I shit, I accidentally crash on my driver's test or something. Who knows what can happen? The worst happens. Like at least I know what it's like to work again because it's a big change of lifestyle from this live streaming thing as well. And I didn't mind it, but it's more it's more scheduled, regimented, not as free. Um, so like and like I opted for that out of like survival at the time, you know. At first, I only thought I was going to get 3 weeks there. Little Bong Mad, Merry Christmas. Oh, I could sleep right now. I'm probably going to end it soon. Am I just repeating myself now? Well, I'm known. I guess you like boring people to watch because you've been here for fucking years, bruh. No, what you like, maybe I'm boring as fuck, but you know what? You can count on me reading your chat and responding, and you know a little bit of trigger points with me too. That's valuable to some of you guys, and I respect that. I've always prided myself on being active with chat and interactive. However, that doesn't draw in TTS as a business move. You don't. But my chat's not usually big enough. I would just be an asshole to ignore you guys. But whatever. Just what I'm just the only like what I'm feeling right now. I'm just saying is that live streaming is good if you don't require real world like relations. If real world relations are not significant to you, then live streaming is a great job for you. But the thing is humans require real world relations to, I believe, I'm not a doctor again, but I believe that this is not my theory, but social media and all this internet shit slowly dehumanizing people. You know what I mean? Slowly. I'm not sure if it's good or bad. But we're losing real world connections. They're just not the same. They're something, but they're not the same. And I believe that real world connections are good for us. I still believe in humanity, and I've tasted it. I've tasted it, man. Like, a stream can go great, amazing. You guys are fucking loving it. A little bit of income, high viewership, 100 viewers, it could be great. I could feel, oh yeah, I did a fucking awesome job. Oh, hell yeah. Shake that Speedo. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I dropped so many shrooms tonight. They loved it. You know what I mean? But it's not a better feeling than holding and being in the arms of my girlfriend, someone I love and know loves me, for even 10 minutes versus a 8-12 hour stream. It just feels better. And carrying on in any such way that threatens that connection, okay, is ugh, ill-advised. Not worth it. The opposite. And this is all shit I've learned, guys, over in this very year, through all this shit that I've fucking gone through, bro. And it's like relationships. You don't do things that could threaten the relationship. Instead, you do things that can strengthen the relationship. You know what I mean? You're going to die alone. Well, if that's how you want to be. I'm not saying that love and relationships is for everybody, okay? But me personally, okay, I highly value love. And like my definition of love is someone that I want in my life, okay? A relationship that I would protect at all costs. That's love to me. And I got a bad history, not a significant, numerous history, but my batting average for like hitting it out of the park in terms of nurturing relationships, I don't got a good record, but I learned, right? It would be pretty fucking asshole for me to like try very hard to get to, you know, rekindle things with heartbeats, if I didn't truly believe I knew what went wrong, or that I had changed, you know what I mean? That things would be different. Like, just how things go. Like, the main thing that I realized is that relationships require effort. Okay? It takes effort, just as it takes effort for me to entertain you guys and result in a positive emotion. It takes effort to it takes effort to make someone feel happy. And I'm saying not perpetually happy, because that's impossible. But it takes effort to do or say things that someone else likes, basically. You know what I'm saying? And I was bad at that. I was bad at that. And effort is a result of thought. You got to think about it. And thinking about someone you care about is a sign of love. You need to, and everybody's different. Everybody's different. But doing nothing, doing nothing doesn't show hate, but it doesn't show love either. I'm real good. I'm real good at doing nothing and just loving. That's not good. That's not good. You know? And just verbalizing love, not enough. You gotta show. You gotta know what your significant other likes, and you gotta know how they like to be loved. And you gotta do those things. You have to. And why wouldn't you? She dumped you because you snore? I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just off on a tangent. But I'm also just trying to share information from that I've learned, because when you're live streaming and like your metrics are like, you know, viewership numbers and chat engagement and potentially income and growth of subscribers, all these numbers. You can get lost in that and believe that like believe that your life is improving. Maybe it is. But probably what isn't improving is like your relationships in real life. I'm just saying. It's very self-oriented for me. Now, what might improve some relationships is if you're growing and you're getting more income, be able to provide better for your girlfriend or whatever, doing live streaming. That might happen. She might be happier that she can buy more things. But the truth is, motherfuckers, I'm pretty damn sure that it offends most women when you as a male live streamer is spending more attention, is giving more attention to a chat. I think most women, okay, I think whether they say it or not, wish that attention was on her a little bit more. Maybe not. Maybe they're able to, keep it separate. But like it's hard to switch from like camera mode. Okay. So like I said, I'm here to serve you guys, to entertain you guys, okay? But I'm in control of everything. I say what I want, I look how I want, I do what I want, okay? But the end result has got to be you guys want to watch me more. That's the whole goal. You know what I mean? And I retain you as a viewer, okay? That's how things grow. Okay? And so everything I'm doing revolves around me. So I would imagine that if a male streamer has a girlfriend and he's a desktop streamer, okay, and they live together, I'm going to guess that she views him as above her. I don't know. Like he views her as below her. I don't know. I'm just trying to say that for me, maybe it's not everybody. It's just a very self-oriented lifestyle that it like carried over into the real world. And that carryover resulted in me like still thinking it's about me, whether it be, you know, taking the blame or like or responsibility, feeling responsible to change things. But that's not everything's shared in a relationship, Brio. Everything's shared. Responsibility lies on both people. I'm happy with how this year turned out, guys. I am very happy. I'll go to sleep soon. Um, very happy. But we had some, you know, it was really a fucking like, really, uh, a lot of life experience for me this year, you know, and, fuck ups, just very educational and very like character growing. Proud of me. Thank you. But it like, like I've been saying, it like reduces or eliminates the show out of my life, you know? Which is why you're here in the first place. But maybe that's why some of you guys are watching, just to see what would happen. Just to see. And what I'm saying is I got some knowledge to share. Got some knowledge to share. And and before Heartbeats and I started talking at the very first, okay? Like I reached out to her, okay? Now that was a sign of maybe not loneliness, but wanting not to be alone. You know what I mean? And I would have to say that probably a lot of live streamers probably feel lonely. Maybe not. Maybe not. Like when I was living in Newfoundland, guys, okay? In retrospect, okay? Do you know how fucking stupid it was for me to choose to come and live stream Tetris rather than making love to my girlfriend for X amount of hours or what minutes or whatever? You know how ridiculous that is? That's stupid. So what turned me into that? You know what I mean? You would not date a fan. Um, I don't know. I think we developed the relationship fairly normally. Like we didn't take things too quickly. Took a few months to get to know each other before we met, and you know, um, all right, guys. I think that's all I gotta say. I am pretty tired. Merry Christmas. Thank you for tuning in. Going to end the stream and just yapping away. Merry Christmas. Thank you to all the gracious donations earlier on the stream, and hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. I'll stream when I can or when I feel like it. Later.